Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They go play action for Burrow. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jarrian Jones. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Let's get set.
On the ground, it's Brown. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Stop!
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Motion man is Hyatt. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's in. David Njoku. Touchdown, New York. That his 1st touchdown this year. The extra point, up and good. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Dot.
Back to throw, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On one, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 6.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. Dot.
They'll run here with Brown. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
On 2, ready? Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Burrow now. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here we go, here we go.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
11, 11. Dot.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. Be so sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less.
Say less. Say less. Say less.
Count me in still up. The broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours.